Now, I got to be real with you guys. It seems like a lot of the XRP army is losing faith, and it's kind of sad. I've seen people calling Brad Garlic House now. So the frustration keeps building, and rightfully so. It seems like this thing is never going to break those old all-time highs, especially when Ripple is still dumping 1 billion coins a month into the market on the rest of us. But in the end, you have to wonder, will it even really matter? Will XRP still prevail and hit those $10 plus numbers? Well, I'm still a believer, but it better be soon, because just like you, I'm annoyed at how little this thing has moved. I've actually got a quick article I wanted to go over here on Watch Your Guru. They released some good stuff, which has a prediction of a 185% surge, which actually seems reasonable in the short term at least. I'll actually link this article up below in the description too if you guys want to check it out. But, basically it says the anticipation building around XRP is palpable as investors await its bullish breakout. The token has been taking its time to ascend, encountering minor downswings in its wake. Per coin market cap, the token is currently up 0.99% in the last 24 hours, trading at around 61 cents. XRP has documented a modest uptick of 3.10% in the last month, compelling investors to think of an alternative scenario. On the contrary, reputed price prediction panels have issued an interesting forecast for Ripple. The token is poised for an 80% increase, which could lead to the $1 mark. The analyst, and this is where we're good, says XRP will finish the around 55 cents before reaching $1.75 later in 2025 and $8.90 in 2030, as shared by Shubham Monday, a Finder's market expert. To back his claim, Monday shared that XRP price breakout will be triggered by Ripple's stellar league of financial allegiances. The prices of XRP would grow higher in the long term as Ripple's payment and exchange facilitating technology is supported by strong banks and financial institutions. Okay, so here's what I think about this prediction. It isn't exactly got anyone jumping out of their seats, but I could tell you that as long as you're still holding XRP and it's under $1, I wouldn't go anywhere just yet. I do believe it's possible we break those old all-time highs by 2025, which would still give you a good return from where it's currently at. And if you've been in it this long, whether it's been a year, it's been a few years, then why sell now? I mean, why? I would just wait. All right, next I'd also like to show you guys that I am, like I always like to say, stacking and packing a good chunk of my XRP holdings on Uphold. So if you guys are looking for a good exchange to grab some, I would definitely recommend them. So there'll be some bonus and resource links you guys can check out directly below in the description. You could also get on our crypto newsletter as well, where we send out one email a week on updates. Here we go. So my account, like I said, it's mainly holding XRP. The layout of what you're looking at is the desktop version, but if you're using this on your phone, it looks very similar. You could also switch between light and dark mode as well, which is a feature I really like. In total, though, they have well over 200 different coins you could buy, sell, and trade, and they're always adding more as time goes on, just like with other exchanges. There's also a trending option for different assets on here, and if you're using this app on your phone, the notifications feature is actually pretty useful if you set price alerts or if you just have it on. When I have used this on my phone, I do actually let the notifications come through. They don't really annoy me, and it's not that big of a deal. But here's the big question. I'm sure a lot of you are wondering, what are the fees for using Uphold? And I'm glad you asked, because not a lot of people answered this one correctly, but typically it's set around 1% or less as long as the trading amounts are high. For example, if you're doing smaller trades of like $500 or less, the fees are going to be higher, significantly higher. Another option you could do as well is, if you don't even want to sell on here, you can take your coins off the exchange and send them somewhere else, like I said, like a Ledger, Trezor, and then you're going to pay no fees whatsoever. So, you could do that as well. So, however, if you decide to trade and sell on Uphold, getting money in and out of your checking account is a fast process. I think in the last 6 months, they added instant withdrawals. So you can actually do instant withdrawals. There's a fee for it, but they've got $10 to $1,000 as a daily time limit for how much you can get out. So, it's pretty big. And anyone, holding XRP, they created something called the XRP Vault for long-term hodlers who want to protect their coins to the fullest. I haven't checked that out yet, but it is a new feature they added. But let me be clear. I've never had any issues using these guys for over 3 years. So I don't sleep, over any of this. Even with this amount on here, I'm not worried about it. And that's basically how Uphold works. And I do think it's an awesome exchange worth trying out if you're sick of using apps like Coinbase, Kraken, Binance. Speaking of Coinbase, they are the worst. They actually banned my account, I want to say maybe like a year and a half ago for no reason and no explanation. Customer service didn't even help me. But Coinbase, the fees there are pretty outrageous as well. But the other thing about using Uphold, it is a worldwide exchange, so it doesn't matter what country you live in. I mean, I think there might be like a couple countries they don't accept, but for the most part, they take everybody. And, if you've made it this far, thanks. I do want to go over a few coin recommendations to check out on here. Obviously, this isn't financial advice, and you should always, do your own research, blah, blah, blah. But since I already own some XRP, I'm not going to talk about it. But, my first coin recommendation I would take a look at right now, and market cap aside on all these coins, I like the projects, and I think they're going to do good. I really like Engine Coin. Now, Engine Coin is a gaming coin. It started off back in 2012, and they've been around for a long time. I think the gaming sector is going to start to take off eventually. The all-time high on Engine was somewhere around like $3. And even getting it at this price, I mean, you're looking at, a 6x return if it returns to those all-time highs. It could go even higher. $5 is a very strong possibility. The market cap is still low enough where that could happen. So, I mean, you get a good return on this, and that would make it like a 10x return. But I like the coin long-term in the project. Then, of course, we've got Decentraland. So Decentraland, kind of like in the gaming sector, they've been around for a while. The all-time high in this one was somewhere around $5, then obviously tapped out, and it's been down ever since. The reason I like this project is because, they're sort of in the VR space, the metaverse space, and they're one of the leaders in that space. They've got Atari as investors. They got some big money behind them, some smart people, and they've managed to stay in the top 100 of all coins, for quite some time. And all these coins are actually going to be in the top 100, guys. So, Decentraland, I would recommend taking a look at it, maybe put a little bit down. I think the return on it could be pretty good. Yeah. And then, of course, next up, we've got the Graph. Now, the Graph is interesting because it's very unique. It is actually starting to move up, the rankings right now. I think it's in the 30s, but of all coins. But basically what this does is it indexes different cryptocurrencies, blockchains, and it's been referred to as the Google of cryptocurrencies. The reason I like the Graph is because they've got a lot of funding, smart people behind them, and it's a very unique project. You don't really see anything else like it, and I like that uniqueness. There are a lot of coins that all do the same thing, whether it's meme coins or certain just exchange coins. I mean, there's just a uniqueness about the Graph, and that's why I like it. But speaking of exchange coins, out of all of them, the one I like the most and the one I have liked the most for a while is Kronos. Now, it used to be CRO. This is the Crypto.com exchange coin. And, Crypto.com, I would say out of all the exchanges, I've used them in the past. I'm not using them really right now, but, they've done a good job. They're very transparent. They have their logo on the Staples Center. The market cap on this is still low enough where I could see it blowing up in price. It wouldn't shock me if this coin went over $1, especially in the next bull run here. I definitely think this one could give you a really good return, so I would take a look at it. And, the last coin I would recommend taking a look at is Pepe. All these coins are available on Uphold as well, guys, but Pepe, meme coins, it is what it is. This one is just hot right now. I have no idea where it's going to go, but I don't think it's going to slow down. I think it's going to keep going and going and going, and I wouldn't be surprised if it flipped Dogecoin at this point. It's just popular right now. It could be the name. I do own a little bit of this one, not on Uphold right now, but I'm definitely happy with my return on it. I just thought that when I was looking at this one, I want to say like 3 to 6 months ago, I was just thinking like people are just going to pump this coin. I just have a good feeling about it. And, out of all the meme coins I looked at, yeah, I just think this one's good. Obviously, you've got Shiba and a bunch of other ones, Baby Doge, Floki, Inu, but I like Pepe. I think it is one that's going to just keep going up and up and up and up. Just be careful. And, like I said, guys, none of this is financial advice. But to bring it all home, if you want to get started on Uphold or you're thinking about it, I would just do it. Like I said, I've been on here for 3 years. I'm going to continue using them. And at any point when you're buying coins on this exchange, you could take them off the exchange, put them on an offline wallet, and then, keep them there. And then you can move them to another exchange if you want. But, as far as using this for buying and selling, it's totally fine. And as long as you're doing higher amounts of trading, the fees won't be that big of a deal. Okay, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this update on Uphold. If you didn't tap that like as you were watching this, please do that now. You could also get on our crypto newsletter where we send out 1 email a week and updates below in the description. Thanks for watching this, guys, and we'll see you on the next crypto video.